Hello friends, welcome to G-Centric. So in this lecture we will see what is the relation between resonant frequency, quality factor and bandwidth. So this is a new term introduced in this lecture. So we will see what we mean by the definition. So now if you consider this graph, okay, where this peak is Im, I maximum, and you have got Im by root 2. Okay, so basically we will see the reason why it is Im by root 2. Okay, you have got three frequencies here, omega 1, omega 2 and omega 0. So this omega 1, it is called as lower cutoff frequency. Okay, that is because see here it is omega 1, here it is at the lower part. Okay, so or we can call it as lower 3 dB frequency. We will see why we will call it as 3 dB frequency. Next, it is also called as lower half power frequency. Okay, so we will see why all this 3 dB and lower half power frequency we will call it. We will see in few minutes. Okay, so this omega 2 is called as upper cutoff frequency, as well as you can do it as upper 3 dB frequency, or you can also call it as upper half power frequency. Okay, so this is about the omega 0 and omega 1 and omega 2. So this omega 0 is nothing but the resonant frequency. So now why it is at the peak? We have seen that at resonant condition, okay, so Z will be equal to R, right? So it will be having least resistive path. So what will current do? The circuit will absorb more current, draws more current. Okay, so that is why it is at the peak level, and this is I maximum. Okay, and this is Im by root 2. So now we will see that if you have to calculate the gain, okay, in control system you will study about the gain. Basically if it's 1 by root 2, okay, it's given as 1 by root 2. So if you have to calculate the gain of this one, you will take it as 20 log, or if you want to convert it into decibel, okay, so you will take 20 log 1 upon root 2. So which you will get it as approximately minus 3 dB. Okay, so why minus n? When you calculate 1 by root 2, you will come to know. Basically 1 by root 2 value is 0.707. What is log 1? It's 0. Okay, so basically when it's 0, then 1 by root 2 will be in negative terms. So it is minus 3 dB. And since it is in negative, so we will call it as lower 3 dB frequency. Okay, so one thing is completed. Okay, so now why we will call it as lower half power frequency? So basically if you take power, okay, the word has got the power. So what is power? It's nothing but I square R. Okay, so this I square you can write it as Im by root 2. So Im by root 2 whole square into R. So now what it will happen? Im square R by 2, right? So this I square R is nothing but power. So this is nothing but P by 2. So because of this half, the power is becoming half, we will call it as half power frequency. Where it is happening? It is happening at omega 1, which is at lower frequency. So we will call it as lower half power frequency. Same thing will happen with the omega 2 also. Okay, so now we will see what do we mean by bandwidth. Okay, we will see the definition of bandwidth. Now it is defined as, okay, with respect to certain frequencies like omega 1 and omega 2. Okay, so it is defined as in between certain frequencies, okay, certain frequencies, what will happen? So the gain for both of the frequencies, okay, certain frequencies, it will become that gain will be such that, gain should be such that it is 1 by root 2 times, or in terms of percentage, 70.7% of the maximum value. Okay, so this is the definition of the bandwidth. Okay, so these certain frequencies is nothing but omega 1 and omega 2. So when you take the difference between them, okay, so it should be basically how much? Their gain should be 70.7% times the maximum value. Okay, so here you will get Im by root 2. Okay, so basically 1 by root 2 is nothing but 0.707. So if you take into 100, it will become into percentage, that is 70.7%. Okay, so that is the definition of the bandwidth. So basically it is nothing but what we will tell, omega 2 minus omega 1. Okay, so the difference between these two frequencies we will call it as bandwidth. Okay, so now we know that at resonant what it will be, Z will be equal to R. Okay, so first let me rub this, then we will write it again. Okay, so coming to this one, so we have defined that bandwidth is the difference between these two frequencies, that is omega 2 minus omega 1. So how it will be measured? What is the unit of this one? It's nothing but radian per second. Okay, so when it is radian per second, now at resonance what will happen? At resonance, okay, so at resonance what will be maximum? Current will be maximum. So let me write it over here. So at resonance, okay, I will be maximum, right? So you can write this I max as equal to, so this can be written as V upon R. So I is nothing but it will be maximum at I max will be maximum at resonance. So now what it means that XL minus XC will be equal to 0. So it will be cos 0 is 1. So it will have unity power factor. Okay, so that is the definition of this one. Now coming to this at half power frequencies, okay, we will take half power frequencies. So in this case what will happen? I will be equal to, you know from this here it is that I max upon root 2. Okay, so this I can write it as V by Z, and this Im I can write it as root 2. Okay, so this V and this V gets cancelled, right? So now what will, because it's at resonance, right, half power frequencies. So it's, if it's half power frequencies means which? It is omega 1 and omega 2 in general. Okay, so in general what will happen? This V by Z, I will be equal to Im by root 2. So this V and this V gets cancelled. So Z will be equal to root 2 times of R. Okay, so this is one equation we got. So it means that impedance will be equal to 0. So root 2 is 1.41, that many times of resistors at half power frequencies. Okay, so now we'll take this condition here, Z is equal to root 2 times of R. Okay, so now this Z I can write it as R plus or minus JXL minus XC. Okay, so this root 2R I can write it as R plus or minus JR. So when you take the magnitude of this one, okay, so it will be R square plus R square, which will be root 2 into R. Okay, so you will get the same answer. Now when you consider the imaginary parts of this one, it will be XL minus XC will be equal to plus or minus R. Okay, so in this case, now what we can substitute? XL will be equal to omega L, right? It is omega L, and here it will be 1 over omega C. So now I will take this over this side, it will become minus R equal to 0, right? So now I will take the LCM for this one. You will get omega square LC minus 1 minus R into omega C will be equal to 0. So if I take LC common, I will get omega square. So basically, okay, so it's omega square, then we will have minus 1 over LC minus omega R, right, omega R upon, so this C is there, C gets cancelled, you will have L equal to 0, right. So now if we have to calculate the root of this one. So I'll use the formula to calculate. First I'll calculate for omega 1. Okay, because we have taken that, we will take this as omega c. Omega c is greater than omega L, because at lower frequency what will be there? It will be capacitive network. Okay, at omega c it will be capacitive network. Sorry, it's not at omega c, it's at omega 1. What will happen? There is a lower frequency, right? We have seen here. We have seen in the previous graph we had made 3 tables. Okay, so in 3 tables we have written it as below omega naught, at omega naught and above omega naught. So in this column it was capacitive network. So first we will calculate for capacitive network. Okay, so this is XC now network, then it will be leading power factor, but by how much? 0.707 leading. Okay, so now this is omega c minus omega L, so I'll take it as omega 1. Okay, so I'll rub it. Okay, let me rub this also. So here at omega XC we can write it as 1 over omega 1 times C. Then okay, first I'll take it as omega C minus XL minus R. Okay, so minus R equal to 0. Since 2 negative signs are there, what we will take? We will take it as common. So what we will get? XL minus XC plus R. Okay, plus R equal to 0. So now we can calculate omega 1 L minus 1 upon omega 1 C plus R equal to 0. Okay, so this, take the LCM of this one. So you will get plus R omega 1 C equal to 0, right? So this, if omega 1 C goes over there, it will be 0. So here C. Now I will take omega 1 square, I will keep as it is, I will take LC common. So minus 1 upon LC. Okay, so next it will be plus, this R will be as it is, LC means it will be omega 1 upon L equal to 0. So if I rearrange these terms, I will get omega 1 square plus R by L into omega 1 minus 1 upon LC equal to 0, right? So I can take the roots of this omega 1 using the formula minus B plus minus root B square minus 4AC upon 2A. So now this B is nothing but minus R by L. Okay, so plus minus B square is R square by L square. Then minus 4 into A is, A coefficient is 1, C coefficient is, what is C? By LC upon 2. Okay, so this is for omega 1. Now coming to omega 2. So what you will get for omega 2? So I will modify it here only. Okay, so if I modify it here, so it will be inductive circuit. Okay, so it is inductive circuit when it is above omega naught. Okay, so above resonant frequency it will be inductive. What will be the power factor? 0.707 lag. Okay, so now this is nothing but, if it's there, it will be XL minus XC minus R is equal to 0, right? So this will be also minus. Okay, so this is minus. Now what will happen here? It is also minus, minus. This will be minus. Then this will be 2, omega 2. Okay, so everywhere it will be 2. And here also it is minus. So when it is minus here, then here also it will become minus. Okay, so now omega 2 will be, I will take it as minus into minus, it will become plus RL. Okay, plus minus root of B square is R square by L square minus 4 into A into C. Again C is minus, so it will be plus 4 by LC upon 2. So this is the equations for omega 1 and omega 2. Now if you calculate over here, when you substitute the value here omega 2 and omega naught, so here you have got the doubt that it is plus minus and plus minus. So which value you have to take? You have to take the plus values. Okay, so we will take the plus values because resistor will always be positive. So now if we substitute here in the bandwidth, so what we will get? So omega 2 is R by L. Okay, so plus minus. So since it is root 2 will be same. Okay, its LCM is same. Root R square. So this is not plus minus, only plus R square L square minus 4 upon root LC. Then you have got minus. Okay, so minus into minus, then it will be plus R by L minus root of R square L square plus 4 by LC divided by 2. Okay, so this plus term and this plus term gets cancelled. So it will be R by L plus R by L over 2L. So both are same, so it will be R upon 2L. Bandwidth is this much. Okay, so we will see next concept also based on this. Okay, so here is one mistake here. So we have to take 2R. Okay, so not here, over here, right? Okay, so that is because when you take LCM, these two will be added. So this bandwidth will be equal to R by L. So when bandwidth is equal to R by L, it is in control system we have studied bandwidth is also inversely proportional to 1 by tau. So this tau is nothing but time constant. Okay. So now this is R by L, we have got it here. Okay, basically it will be L by R. Okay, so that is why 1 over T, we have taken it as 1 over T. So bandwidth will be always inversely proportional to the time constant. Okay. So if you have got more time constant, then it will be having less bandwidth. Okay, so it will keep on squeezing. Alright, so this was about the bandwidth with respect to terms R and L. So we will next see with respect to the term quality factor. So we will come back to this quality factor, how we can do it. So this I have rewritten the formulas that we have got by solving the roots of omega 1 and omega 2. So now we know that we have got the bandwidth as, okay, so we have got the bandwidth as R by L. So what is the bandwidth? R by L. So now to this equation, if I multiply omega naught and divide by omega naught, so this equation will become R into omega naught. So this omega naught into L is nothing but XL. Okay. So now we know that Q is nothing but, okay, so quality factor we have already seen in the previous lecture, it will be XL by R. Okay, so we have derived this in the previous lecture. Now, but you have got here R by XL. So, if it is R by XL, then it has to be R by XL equal to 1 to Q. So, if I replace here, it will be omega naught upon Q. Right? This is with respect to quality factor omega naught upon Q. So, now what will be its unit? It's nothing but, so this is important. So it is nothing but radian per second. Okay. So because this Q has got no units, so bandwidth unit will be also radian per second. Okay. So now what will happen if we multiply omega 1 and omega 2? Okay. We will multiply omega 1 and omega 2. So it is minus R upon 2L plus minus R square 4L square plus 1 by LC. Okay. So now again what we will get, this is into omega 2 is R by 2L plus minus R square by 4L square plus 1 by LC. Okay. So what we will get now? You will get it as 1 over LC. So when you simplify this one, you will get 1 over LC. Okay, so this root when it get multiplied, okay, their roots will get cancelled out. Okay, so you will get 1 by LC. So omega 1 into omega 2 is 1 by LC. But we know that omega naught is 1 over root LC. But we do not have root here. So what we will make? We will take square on both sides. Okay. So this will be equal to omega naught square. Right. So this is one more equation. So these are all the important formulas based on the quality factor, bandwidth as well as resonant frequency. So and this one is also called as geometrical mean of the frequencies. Okay. So these are the important formulas. So you have to remember it. Okay. So in the next lecture we will see some problems based on this. Okay. So this is about the concept on quality factor and bandwidth. Okay. So we will see more questions in the next lecture. Okay. Thank you.